This is Shishi Shadow, and she is a 4-year-old thoroughbred mare that I've had for over a week, probably going on 2 weeks now. And this is her second post track ride. So I had posted her first post track ride, which was, I think, on Monday, and it was a perfectly fine first ride. It was definitely what looks like a first ride a lot of the times, very wiggly, crooked, not quite connected a lot. Starting to think about it, but it was just a first ride, an evaluation of where things are at. And so since that ride, she has gotten front shoes back on, which she's, I think, very happy about. And when I was gone the last couple of days in Virginia, Alyssa spent some time working with her on the ground and doing some lunging. And so then today I got on for her second ride, and my goodness, it is so cool to see the progress that they can make in just a couple of days from one ride to the next. She was so good today. I could tell from the moment I got on that she was just more understanding of absolutely everything that was going on. She was so much straighter, hardly any head tilting, which is a result of her shoulders not being straight, but it's the more obvious thing that we see. And I just couldn't have been happier with this mare today. I also rode her in little teeny tiny spurs and carried a stick because my goodness, she is just so quiet, which is great. I'm not complaining about that at all. It's always easier to have a quiet horse because it's relatively easy to spice up a quiet horse, but it is always very difficult to calm down a tense or a hot horse. So I'm very happy that she's so quiet, but definitely having the little spurs on and the dressage stick to sort of reinforce my outside aids helped a lot with the straightness, and getting her shoulders around the corners and just all of it, getting her more in front of my leg. She was fantastic. I just could not be happier with her today. She really has a lovely canter that I think I was able to truly show today. Very rhythmic, rocking horse type canter. She doesn't feel quite strong enough yet for me to be sitting down on her back, which is fine. This is just her second ride. She doesn't have to be yet. I was really just so happy with her level of connectedness and how straight she stayed. It's really good. And also just so much less fussy in her mouth with the bit. I mean, truly just understanding all of the things so much more. So it's really hot today in Maryland. It's like 90 degrees. The real feels like in the mid 90s. And it's our first day that's been that hot. So I'm finally starting to get a little bit smarter as I've been doing this for a while. And I brought a water bottle out to the ring. And after we did all the work to the left, we took a walk break. And I thought, oh, I'm so thirsty. I'm so glad I brought this water bottle out to the ring. So I went over to go get it, and I was actually getting annoyed at Billy when I was going over there to get it that he wasn't coming to help me get the water bottle. But in hindsight, I'm glad he didn't because unbeknownst to me, he was actually taking a video, excuse me, of me maneuvering her to get the water bottle, which she was extremely good about. So anyway, it's just a funny little clip. I left it in here in the video. I had no idea. At this point, I was annoyed at him for not helping me, especially when I couldn't reach it from my left hand. She's such a good girl. And voila, what a good girl. And then I realized Billy was filming me, and I thought that was probably pretty cute. So then we turned things around, went to the right. I mean, she's very even sided. She doesn't have, one way that is much more easy or difficult than the other. So when she was being so good to the left, I knew she would turn it around and be equally as nice to the right. This all felt very nice here. I was quite happy with her. Love how straight she stayed through her shoulders around that corner. Oh, here, I think this is where I accidentally, yep, there, I sort of accidentally knocked her with the stick on the outside, so that was my fault. She was a good girl about it for tolerating me. And then actually, she really tolerated me because she did a really nice right lead canter transition after that. I think there I sort of tried to ease into sitting the canter, and she sort of just isn't quite strong enough yet, and she sort of fell apart and broke. So then we went around, I got her back together, and she did another, like for her this is a really good canter transition because in her first ride our canter transitions were just long run-on sentences that took half the ring, which is fine, to be expected for a first post-track ride. But this is a huge improvement for her. Those are some really nice steps she was giving me there. She just felt very straight, very balanced. That was good. She looks so much more comfortable to me today now that she has her front shoes on. And she was just so good for this ride. I'm really happy with her. She's really a nice mare. I think I'm going to have Alyssa ride her tomorrow or maybe early next week, depending on how busy things get tomorrow. But she's definitely at that point where I can safely feel like other people can get on and have a good ride.